Welcome back, everyone, to Roadium Radio, episode 347. And I want to thank everybody in the live chat, everybody who decided not to be on the live chat, everybody who liked, comment, subscribed, everybody who unsubscribed, and everybody who disliked, and all you podcasts out there with fake accounts that are watching me. Much love and respect to all of you guys. Thank you for joining me tonight. This is episode 347, and before I introduce my very special guest, I just want to give a shout out to everyone that is watching, everybody that stay tuned, to all my faithful followers. Much love and much respect to every single one of you guys. If you guys haven't gotten a chance to tune in, and we've been having a lot of great shows. I just went live on Freaky Tales Sunday. We didn't have a show, but I decided to do Freaky Tales. You guys know it's my paranormal podcast where we just call in and talk that spooky ghost story type of shit. So I'll be going live Freaky Tales probably either tomorrow or Friday. Talk more about that later. But I got a bunch of new guests coming through, just like our guest tonight. She's never been here before, but we're going to shine light on what she has done and things that she's going to continue to do. We're going to allow her to fill us in on her music, but also I'm going to be opening up the phone lines later on for you guys to call in, ask her anything. You guys want to hear her spit, whatever, just call in, all right? So without further ado, let's give a round of applause, Alex, to Nina Rose. How you doing tonight?
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Oh, you know, you're very welcome for coming over here. I know you don't live in the location. No. We won't give where you stay, but how was your drive coming over here?
You know what? It was good. I think if you leave around a certain time, the 101 opens up and it's okay. So it wasn't too bad.
The 101 leaving is the worst.
Yeah, it depends on the day. Yes. Definitely. But that whole area and the 405. Yeah.
Okay, if you could turn around, see that poster right there? See, that's the 110 and then the 101 right there.
It's crazy, yeah.
I remind people how crazy it is.
It was a mission to get here.
Yeah,
for you.
Yeah. Well,
so I'm very excited to be here. Thank you.
Thank you for being here. Now, you know what? First and foremost, before we get into your music, I just want to talk a little bit about who Nina Rose is, the person before the artist.
Okay.
Where originally are you from? Like, where did you grow up at?
I grew up in Santa Barbara, but was born in Torrance.
Really?
Yeah, so I have a lot of family in LA. So I'm grateful to be able to live in such a beautiful area that I live in, but also be able to come visit my family in LA. So there's a lot of background being in Los Angeles and Santa Barbara as well.
Okay. Do you remember, you probably do, what hospital you were born at in Torrance?
Torrance Memorial.
Me too.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It was the best.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so so you were born in Torrance. How long were you here before your family moved to Santa Barbara?
Oh man, maybe I was 3 years old.
Oh.
Yeah, so I was little, but I would always come back every summer. So every summer I would come with my dad's family. And being biracial, that was really cool. So it was like a completely different world going over there and going in, coming back.
Yeah.
So did spend a lot of time in LA. It was great. Yeah.
Okay, now let me ask you this, because some people are trying to guess your nationality.
Yeah.
Do you mind giving it up?
Yeah, so my mom is Latina, she's Costa Rican, and my dad is black and Native American. Yeah. So I'm black and brown, I'm very proud of it, and shout out to all the mixed babies out there.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
You know, that's a beautiful thing. You know what? Because when I look at you, I could have just thought Latina.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's a dope thing, because I have 5 nephews and nieces that I have black Mexicans, Blaxicans.
Right.
You know, and but it's funny because my mom, being a very, very dark woman, when she would take care of them, they would always look at her like, "What are you doing with those black kids?" So she was able to see some of the racism that people had.
Absolutely.
You know.
Yeah. That stigma is horrible.
It is.
Yeah. I think Nina Rose, the person, is here to advocate for that. Like, we should not be putting each other down that way. No black man should be coming at a Mexican or Latino man in any kind of way. If anything, we should come together and be proud of where we come from. It's very similar. I can say that. Like,
yes.
With both of those backgrounds, some things are very similar, and it's funny, you know. So I think that just aligning yourself with being open to other people's backgrounds, it's like
awesome.
You know.
Well, you come from 2 beautiful cultures.
Thank you.
As far as family, do you have a lot of brothers, a lot of sisters? Like, you come from a big family?
Not really. I have 2 sisters.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out to them. Love you guys. But they're older than me. So they were changing my diaper.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. So my dad kind of started over.
Let's give a shout out to them again. Thank you.
Thank you. Love you guys.
Oh, good. Now, growing up, and your mom was from Costa Rica, and your dad's a black male.
Yeah.
Okay. What music did you grow up with? What would your dad play? What would your mom play at home as a little girl?
So I grew up listening to a lot of the Temptations. I probably knew the whole record by the time I was 9 or 10.
Right.
So I knew every song, Diana Ross and the Supremes. And it's when I said that those two cultures are very similar, this is what I mean. It's the same kind of music, like the oldies.
Yeah.
You're going to hear that at a car show, and you're going to see some beautiful black people there, and you're going to see beautiful Latino people there. And they both know the words to that song, you know. So a lot of old school. And then as I got older, you know, finding rap and hip hop and a lot of Lords of the Underground, things like that. I was really into that, and Tupac and things like that. But growing up, it was oldies.
Okay,
much.
so it was pretty much oldies, but that's where I was going now.
Yeah.
How did you get introduced to hip hop? Was something your mom or your dad played, or your sisters, the homies?
Yeah, pretty much the homies. Yeah, pretty much. My friends would all, I guess, mostly my homeboys. Like a lot of the girls my age weren't listening to stuff like that.
Okay.
So, yeah, a lot of the homeboys. And I was even, you know, rapping back in the day when I was, you know, a kid, and we would go find studios wherever we could in someone's garage or basement or whatever. And they would play things that I'd never heard before. So I was like, okay, what is this? What is it? And so it was a new time for a lot of new music.
You mentioned the Lords of the Underground. Not too many people mention them. So was it a mixture of East and West Coast music that you were raised with, or was it more East Coast? Was it more West Coast? I asked that question because being my age, growing up, the majority, if not 90% of rap that we were hearing when I was a kid all come out of the East Coast. Yeah. The West Coast wasn't blooming yet, you know, and then, of course, we had groups like the LA Dream Team. We had with the World Class Wrecking Crew. We had Toddy T, Mixed Master Spade, old school heads. And then it wasn't until 88 when gangster rap exploded, NWA.
Right.
Okay. So for you, was it a mixture of East and West?
It was a mixture of East and West, just because the era I grew up in, I think it had already exploded, and it was all there at my fingertips. And the era I grew up in was so cool. Also, I was just talking to someone about this the other day, because we were still playing records, but we were playing CDs. It was not uncommon to see someone play CDs in the car and have the CD, you know, holder in the car. But also there were iPods. Okay. And there was a lot of different types of music coming out. So I listened to both. It wasn't one or the other. But I think I'll favor West Coast more. Okay. But I like East Coast music. No problem with it. I think I just favor West Coast music a little bit more.
Did your sisters play rap at home as well?
Yeah, but they weren't around. They already had their kid. They weren't really they changed my diapers. They were older than me. So yeah.
Now, I have to ask you an important question, because for us at home, in the beginning of rap, it was a no-no. Okay. Were you allowed to play rap at home?
No, I had to get my MP3 or whatever device I was listening to music on and put on my headphones. So I think a lot of music that I listened to, like, my grandparents wouldn't even know I was listening to it. You know? Okay. So it was like, I don't know. Maybe it would be considered violent, or it would be considered, you know. Right. So like you were saying, it was just like a no-no. Like, we're not going to start blasting that in here, you know. So that wasn't an option, unfortunately.
Other than rap, what other music would Nina Rose play as a young girl?
Yeah. So I loved Madonna.
Yeah.
I loved Madonna. I like pop music. Actually trying to get into that a little bit more, but also put my own twist on it. So let me see, Madonna. I loved Britney Spears.
What has happened to Britney Spears?
Oh my gosh, I love her. She's great.
My son Brian, growing up, I tried to get him to do good in school. Right. He wouldn't. But as soon as I bought him that Britney Spears CD, that was it.
Oh yeah.
But today, it looks, at least what social media is showing us, it looks like she's cuckoo right now.
I think they make her look like that, if I may say. If I can boldly say
Probably, because we don't know.
No, you never know what's really going on behind the scenes of anything in anybody's life. So I think that people are just kind of making her look like that and staging it, and that it's always been like that for her. I was also talking about this the other day, how hard it must be for her. She can't even walk into a Walmart when she was, my age or, younger. Since she was a kid, she hasn't been able to do that. So to be in that space, I think is so, it's very unhealthy as a child.
I believe it is. I believe it is, because and believe me, I am by far not a celebrity, okay? But because I do this podcast and I've been doing it close to 5 years now,
Right.
at least once a day, it could be at the gym, it could be at the library, it could be at the museum where I go to, it could be at a burger spot. Hey, you're the guy from the Rodeo Radio, right? You're the guy with the television. You're the guy with the channel.
Right.
Sometimes
The recognition is there, yeah.
yes. Okay. Now, I am nowhere near Brittany, nowhere near. But there's times, like the other day, I went into a hole in the wall toy store because I like collectibles.
Okay.
I went to in Pomona. There was just two guys in there, two guys, and I'm walking in there alone,
Yeah.
being a nerd because
Right.
I like toys.
Yeah.
And then this dude, much love, respect to you. Hey, you're that guy Tony A from the Roadium Radio. I'm a big fan.
Goodness. If I was you, I'd be like, I'll just go to another. I can't do this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess I just painted that picture for us to understand that we don't know what these celebrities go through.
No, not at all.
So
Not at all.
I understand when you say this, they probably make her look like that. Crazy.
Yeah.
You know, but man,
No, it's really sad.
now, do you want to be that big?
I don't know about that. I would get into a lot of my own theories of when you become that big, there are certain things you have to do to maintain that.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like at that point you'd have to sell out. Nobody's gonna be like, oh yeah, oh you want to do that? Okay, come on, and we'll put you up here on the radio. They're gonna be like, we want you to do this and we want you to do that, and if you don't participate, we can just find someone else who's gonna want to do it.
Wow. You know what? I'm glad you said that. And let me just stop you right there. I'm glad you said that because you're probably a first artist that has ever said it. We had a guy that talks about conspiracies that said that, but as an artist, you're probably the first person that, to a certain level, you may have to sell out.
Yeah, it's really sad. Even, you know what, even not even at that level, not even at a level that high, you'd still sell out because you want to get these, you know, get into these minor shows and whatever, and you want to headline it, so you're going to wear whatever, and you're going to say whatever, and you're going to, you know, people are going to hand you lyrics, and you're going to, okay, I'll do it. Put me on the stage. And I think that's a very interesting question. I just want to be able to be supported and support others artist-wise, and just I don't know about, you know, being that big. I think there's so many weird things once you get to that level.
Yeah, I know. I won't even repeat what a very famous attorney told me. Maybe I'll tell you off camera, but he was like, if you want to be here, you're good. But if you want to be here, you're going to meet people. Mm-hmm. And this guy is responsible for some of the biggest groups in the world. Right. And he shared a lot of things with me, and I was like, wow. He said, so it's up to you. You could stay here and you could be 1,000-aire. That's what he said.
Yeah, I say the same thing.
Yeah. If you want to be a millionaire, he said, you're going to have to push certain agendas.
Right. Well, in that way.
Yes.
You can be a millionaire in so many other ways. Make sure you guys get up and get your hustle and do whatever you want to do. Start your businesses. You, like you're saying, you can do music and you can be here. You can be at a great level. A lot of people know who you are, and you're reaching a lot of people and touching their lives. Yes. And doing a lot of shows and have your merch and etc. And make good money off of it. Yes. You know.
Yes. Now, as far as like Britney, so you were telling me you were listening to Britney. You were telling me what was the other? Madonna. Yeah. What about Mariah Carey? No, you can just tell the truth.
Not really. No, not Mariah Carey.
Okay. No. Now, some people get upset with me because I say stuff like, I've never been a Janet Jackson fan. I've never been a Outkast fan. Mm-hmm. I've never been a Mariah Carey fan. But I will give them their flowers. I think that they're talented people. Yeah. That music is just not my cup of tea.
Yeah, I understand.
You know,
I have to agree with you on that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Now, give me some others that you might have listened to. Yeah. Whitney Houston?
No. I have to say I listened to a lot of Tupac. And my style of he's the reason that I guess I was like, you know what, I want to rap. I want to do this. And to my surprise, I was like, oh, that doesn't sound too bad. And then I started, you know, recording, and people were saying this, oh, it's good. Okay, what? Like, we didn't know you could spit. But it was Tupac who was the one who was really like, who made me want to create even more. Yeah. Yeah, his music always touched me the most.
You know, it's funny, though, because I've had a lot of people here that were close friends with Pac, like Spice One, just to name a few. Yeah. And then just recently, I had Money B from Digital Underground that was with Pac in Digital Underground. And he shared a lot of great stories of Pac, and I even showed pictures on that episode of when I met Pac, when Pac was like about 19 years old.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I met him. I talked to him a little bit. He was there at the house. We were all chilling. We all took pictures, and he was the only one that didn't get in the pictures. As a matter of fact, he actually took some of the pictures.
Okay.
And he was just really a real quiet guy. So when people asked me, you know, how was he? Well, I only met him that one time, and it was maybe we were there for a couple of hours.
Right.
But he wasn't like what people or the news made him out to be.
Exactly, which is kind of what we were saying earlier.
Yes.
With Brittany, yeah.
He was just a real quiet guy. And then people say, well, you didn't see the one that when he got out of jail. You're right. You're right. I didn't see him. You know what? I wish the guy was still alive. He passed away at 25. He's still a kid. You know, I mean, my kids have outgrown him. I mean, you know, have outgrown Pac now.
Right.
Biggie, 24 years old. And look how phenomenal those guys are.
I know. Yeah.
You know, so, I mean, I love Biggie's music so much that I went to Bed-Stuy where he grew up at. I took a picture at his mural.
Yeah. Oh, that's
you know?
amazing.
Yeah, you know, so I'm a big fan of rap, you know, but I'm also going to tell the truth if I don't like rap.
Of course.
You know,
That's the beauty of it. We can, you know, express yourself through your music, and other people have their opinion, and that's fine. Like you're saying, they're going to tune in anyway. You're going to have your views anyway.
Yes.
They're going to hear it anyway.
Absolutely. Now, Pac, what do you think it was about him, if you could put your finger on it, that you gravitated to? Because I'm going to tell you something. I've interviewed, and I say this respectfully because I need people to understand this. I've interviewed a lot of black artists here that knew Pac, and they have great Pac stories.
Okay.
But when it comes to Latinos, it like almost like it comes from here, like, oh man, Pac this and Pac that. So I kind of like want to know what it was about Pac.
Yeah, I think without even knowing him, obviously, but having that feeling that he's been without money, so he's humble, but he's been with money, and he's been on top of the world, and knows both sides of the game. So he was a humble person. Nobody, I don't know about you, but I haven't heard anybody else spit anything like that he said. To this day, he's just one of a kind in what he does, and is in a category of his own.
Yeah.
And his music was especially, it touched me, you know, more than anything, a couple of his songs, because which one was it? Dear Mama, of course, is like a classic, but I really related to everything that he was saying, and mostly all of his music. Like, it related to my life personally. So, yeah, I don't know. I think he's in a genre of his own, and nobody's really made music like that.
Favorite, if you have one.
Yeah.
Tupac song of all time.
Yeah. Keep Your Head Up.
Keep Your Head Up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I play all the time.
What is it about that song? Is it just an encouragement?
I think that song relates to my life a lot.
Okay.
In the way that being a single parent.
Okay.
You know, all of the things that come with that. And sometimes you just need to hear something like that. Okay. Sometimes you need to turn on your music and just zone out to that and really feel that energy, but you know, the words, because it gets difficult for sure. Mine
has to be So Many Tears.
Oh yeah.
That's like when I listened to that song, me and my boy were listening to it the other day, and we were like, bro, was this guy speaking his death into existence?
Yeah, I know. I'm telling you, like, lyrically, it's crazy, some of the things that he's saying.
Yeah, and the production.
Right.
Like, I didn't know, maybe, you know, back then we had cassettes, we had CDs, but we could check the credits, but I didn't know that Shock G, the Humpty, produced that song. But I
had no idea either until this.
Yeah, and I asked Money B that question, and he goes, "Yeah, he produced that," and I was like, "Wow." So I want to bring Money B back because there's a lot of things that I didn't ask him that I you know, like for an example, we talked a lot of Digital Underground, we talked a lot of Money B, we talked a lot of Pac, but I wanted to ask him, how did they come up with the Humpty dance, the actual dance?
You know what? I haven't seen the dance.
Oh,
I haven't seen the dance. I've heard of the song a million times. Haven't seen the dance.
Oh, you got to check out the video.
Okay, I'll check out the video.
Yeah. It's a funny dance. Yeah. It's a funny dance. But the Humpty dance was, everybody used to do it back in the day when it would drop. I think, Alex, look up Humpty dance release date. I want to say either 89 or 1990. Okay, so look it up. But, okay, so Pac, so now, are you a Biggie fan?
Maybe a couple songs.
1990, okay.
Maybe a couple songs, but not really.
All right. Who else other than Pac? If I were to ask you your West Coast top 5 Nina Rose artists, what song? Who? It could be groups or it could be an artist, or it could be like a solo guy.
I don't know if I could give you all 5 just West Coast. I listen to so much different types of music.
Okay.
So
Okay, then
Lords of the Underground for
okay.
sure. Chief Rocker was the best song. Love that one. Of course, I said Tupac. Let me see. I don't know because I'll go back and forth. I don't know.
Okay, let me just throw some out. Like, I'll just say 50, Kanye West, Snoop, The Game, DJ Quick, NWA, Dr. Dre,
I listen
Eminem.
to DJ Quick and Dr. Dre, but not really. I think as a teenager, yes, I listened to a lot of that stuff, but now I've heard that music so much, and so I'm not. It's not what I listen to on a daily basis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I have to ask you the question because this question floats around and I like to throw it at every artist that I interview. So you heard the back and forth between Drake and Kendrick, okay?
Right.
Are you a fan of Drake?
I'm not really a fan of either one. I listen to Drake. He can sing his little ass off, but I don't really listen to either one of them.
Now, as an artist,
right?
Drake as an artist, because I've asked this to certain rappers and they've agreed with me. They've said, look, Drake's Drake. He's going to be known and loved by a lot of people. But as far as the respect level, we think he lost it when Kendrick took him out with that one song.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so you agree with that?
I agree. Kendrick just came on the scene and reminded everybody what he could do. Just dropped the mic and left and reminded Drake. Who, and then Kendrick is also, he is very educated. Yeah. He has that whole college background and just an extensive education as well. So I think he's just very intellectual in general. The way he plotted that
yes.
was,
You know what Drake kind of remind me of, and I'm going to try to give it an analogy. There was a guy online that I won't mention, and he was always flashing his gun. Now, I'm not saying Drake's was flashing a gun, but he was like the new kid on the block. He was rapping, and he was actually pretty damn good. But he was coming off like hard, and people were respecting this guy. Well, when you do that, you kind of put a target in your back. You're kind of asking people, like, you're telling people, try me, okay? Well, what ended up happening was they tried him. They saw him somewhere, and they were filming it, and some guy literally beat his ass. Mm-hmm. But the most embarrassing part was that he ran home around the corner to his mom's house, and he hid behind his mom when his mom came out with her fucking broom.
Are you serious?
Yes, and he put that online, and that's what Drake reminds me of.
Are you serious? Oh, man. I don't blame you. I don't. He's a pretty boy. He has that vibe. You know what I mean? But I mean, whoever that was, because you said you were gonna leave out names. Yeah, that's probably the funniest thing I've heard all day.
Yeah, see now, podcasters will say his name because they want the cheese me views. I'm not horny for views, bro. You guys can keep all that. But anyways, yes. But yeah, it's just sad how everything today. Okay, here's a question that I don't think I've ever asked an artist. Do you think social media today can really affect an artist's career?
I mean, of course, it makes or breaks artist's career. There are people who wouldn't usually be put on the radio you can put your music out on Instagram and everyone's going to hear it, Yeah. I think that music was better before social media. I think at the same time, social media can reach so many people. Yes. Which is great. But it's kind of affected radio. Right?
Today, like, okay, I was telling your manager that today, when I came back in 2017, and I didn't know what Instagram was. People were, because I stayed off, I was off the grid, I was off the radar. They wanted to do with music no more, anything. Okay. So when I came back and I started directing my documentary because of my old manager had passed away, so I wanted to do a documentary on his life because he literally introduced me to everybody in the game. Everybody from Dre to Q to Easy to DJ Quick, everyone. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. So I wanted to make sure that he got his flowers. Okay. So when I came back, my son was telling me, he goes, "Hey, Dad, there's a guy on social media. He thinks I'm you because my son looks a lot like me." Okay. And I was like, "Who is that?" And he showed me. Okay, just tell him you're my son and give him my number. Mm-hmm. But he goes, "Why don't you just do an Instagram?" So he did me an Instagram. I didn't know how to run it. I barely knew Facebook. People were saying, listen to my music on Spotify. I didn't know what the hell that was.
I agree with you on that.
Yeah. And then they were like, well, you know YouTube? And I go, okay, I know YouTube. Just so your music on YouTube? No, but no, it's on Spotify. And I'm like, bro, I don't even know what that is. Okay. So I just started noticing that people were like, they would put out a good song. And so I would see people like, instead of people saying like, you know, that's a pretty dope song.
Right.
That shit is whack. That shit is booty.
The negativity that comes.
The negativity that comes, and I'm thinking, wow, there's people actually out there like this.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, for 15 years, I just dealt with a small group, but to see this, and I'm like, wow, there's people on there that are just on there just to troll.
Really to break somebody down, because when we put out our music, we're being vulnerable.
Yes.
You know, that's the most vulnerable thing you can do is take your art, what you spend a lot of time on, and just put it for the whole world to see, pretty much. And people are gonna start. I mean, my feedback has been pretty good. I've had a couple comments here and there, but it's just like, I don't know that person. You know what I mean? Like what?
Yeah.
What's?
Yeah. I've deleted some certain comments that, because when I put up your flyer, it was guys that were leaving like stupid comments. And I just deleted them, and I know they did that on purpose because these people weren't even following me.
Right.
So they went to my page on purpose.
Yeah. Shout out to you guys.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. You guys didn't even follow me, bro. Okay. So anyways, so I was just deleting their shit. I'm like, you know what? I don't like none of that negativity, you know, but I like to help promote and shine light on artists, whether you guys have heard of them or not. When I started this podcast, that was my main objective was to give people an opportunity who possibly have never been given an opportunity to have an interview, to share their story. And you'll be surprised how many people were like, who in the fuck is this? Who? Over and over and over. And my whole thing was like, look, bro, if you're saying that this person's a nobody, help me make them a somebody.
Exactly.
But
yeah, people are always going to have their opinions. I've always known that, but it's been amplified in my face a lot more, obviously, recently.
Yeah. And then now today you can meet people that say, I want to be a YouTuber. I want to be like a YouTube star.
Yeah.
I want to be a TikToker.
Right.
Or I want to be an influencer.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, wow, whatever happened to getting a job?
I know, it's very different now. And again, the era I grew up in, it's so weird because I can understand both sides.
Yeah.
But I'm even like, I don't know how to use TikTok all the way. Oh, how do I do this? Why is? And I'm like,
I don't know how to use it.
It's frustrating. And then, you know, I took a long break from music. And when I came back, again, because you mentioned Spotify, I'm like, what is Spotify? Aren't you guys just putting stuff on SoundCloud? The SoundCloud?
I think it was. I don't know about that one, but I heard of it.
SoundCloud was a big thing in YouTube.
Yeah.
That was like, oh, you put your stuff up on YouTube, it's loaded, it's live.
Yeah, anybody can listen to it. Yeah.
So now it was a lot different. Like when I came back into it a couple years ago, I was like, oh, okay, things changed a lot.
Yeah.
You know, and just having to get used to that even has been. Yeah.
Okay, so now let's talk a little bit about you rapping. Okay. Yeah. And the reason why I bring it up, and I just think it's always like, I'll be honest, I love interviewing women, female rappers, because growing up, really the only ones that I ever heard, and there's more, so if I leave you guys out, please forgive me. There were like Roxanne Shante, there was the real Roxanne, there was Salt and Pepper, there was Sweet Tea, and I know I'm forgetting some of you guys, MC Light, Latifah, but you can count them pretty much with two hands. They were mostly from the East Coast.
Who was that female who was on with Tupac? There was a female who in Run the Streets.
Alex, do you know that? Can you look it up, please?
Yeah.
Okay.
She was great also.
Okay, so there was only a handful of female artists back then, but now there's a lot more, and I like that. So when did Nina Rose start? You know what? I'm gonna start writing some shit. When did that all start for you?
Yeah, when I was a kid, Tony. When I was, like Michelle A. and Storm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Before I was even old enough to understand that I was writing music.
Really?
Yeah. Maybe 7 or 8 years old.
Was it more like poetry, or were you already writing?
It was poetry, but it was songs. There was like the chorus. There was an intro. I wanted an interlude. Like I was very artistic. And as long as I had my notebooks, I was good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, as far as female artists, is there any female artist that, as a young Nina Rose, inspired you?
Yeah. So Storm, Chalet.
Okay.
That's why I was like, we have to mention them.
Okay.
But once I became a teenager, probably Honey Cocaine. I wasn't really ever into Nicki Minaj. That was really the only female rapper that was
Poppin'?
doing something in my generation. Yeah.
Okay.
So there wasn't a lot of options. So I would just listen to, 90s.
Okay.
The 90s stuff.
What about like Little Kim, Foxy Brown, any of them?
Foxy Brown is good, but I wasn't listening. I wasn't listening to Little Kim or Foxy Brown.
Okay.
I think if I can bring this up, that the way Little Kim, I mean, much respect to her.
Yeah.
But the way that a female comes on stage dressed is going to set the tone. Of course, we have our curves and et cetera, and that's great and beautiful, but I think it set a tone, my point. It set a tone for all other female rappers that, I have to dress like this, or I'm going to look like that. I get more attention if I wear that, and it's like a whole epidemic now for female artists, especially young female
Do you
artists.
think today that these female artists are trying to sell their music along with sex, like
Absolutely.
sex appeal?
That's what they say, is like sex sells. So there's not, very many people coming on like, oh my gosh, who sings? Lauryn Hill.
Yeah, Lauryn Hill. I think is amazing. And another artist that I think is amazing, she's not a rapper, but I really love her music, Alicia Keys.
Alicia Keys, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that girl can sing, yeah.
Yeah, since you brought up Miss Chalet, I don't know if you know this, you being born in Torrance, she recorded her album in Torrance.
I didn't know that, no.
Yeah, Seven, who's very
Seven.
proud to be from Torrance. Much love and respect to Seven.
Shout out to Seven.
The studio where I met Dre and the whole NWA camp, the DOC, JJ Fad, Miss Chalet, Above the Law, it's not too far from here. It's called Audio Achievements.
Okay.
And I just I think the other day I posted up a picture.
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah, that's the studio.
Oh, wow.
Miss Chalet recorded her whole album there.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't think they even included her a lot in that movie Straight Outta Compton. Did they? No, huh?
No, they should have.
Okay.
I think that they need to make a whole nother movie with the females of hip hop.
Yeah, I agree. Or at least a good ass documentary.
Just shine a light on us, you know, at least, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you started writing. How old were you, if you can recall? You could have been a young teenager, maybe an older teenager, when you finally recorded yourself and you heard it back for the first time.
Like in a studio or just in general?
Just in general. It could have been on an iPod or whatever.
A tape recorder.
Okay, so tape recorder?
I think I got my grandma's tape recorder.
Do you remember?
Maybe I was like 9 or 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember what beat or what song, or was it just a cappella?
It was a cappella.
Okay.
Yeah. Or I would get my boombox.
Okay.
And put it as close as I could to the recorder and try to, try to record yourself and see what it sounded like. Because we didn't
press record over here.
I mean, we did have. I'm not trying to give my age, but we did have different technology, but that's what I had available.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it was probably 9 or 10.
Okay, so 9 or 10, you play it back.
Right.
Did you like what you heard?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, now the reason why I asked that, because 90% of rappers, when I say they record you, you drop your 16, they rewind it, they play it back. Did you like it? 90% will say no.
Oh wow. You know what? I love the way I rap, but when it comes to singing, I'm like that. So in the studio, if it's like, okay, I'm gonna sing my hook, or I'm gonna sing this verse that I wrote, and we're whatever. Oh man, I get nervous for them to play it back.
Why?
I don't know. It's so I've always sang, but I don't know. I rapped more. I was more comfortable rapping.
Okay.
So for me, it's the singing. Like I get nervous to hear it back, and everyone's it sounds good. It's good.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, no, it does. It sounds good. It's just weird to hear it back, I guess,
Okay.
with that. But with rapping,
How would you consider your early style of rap when you first started rapping? Was it on some gangster shit? Was it more, West Coast, get out and drink and going out with the girls? Or was it more lyrical, like some East Coast shit?
yeah, I think it was. I'm definitely not lyrical like that. I like that kind of style, but no, I would say it was on some gangster shit.
Okay.
It was because I was with the homeboys and we were all riding together and going out and doing dumb shit and finding somewhere to record or just fucking around, freestyling and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. Now, as far as your music is concerned, when you finally, let's just say, let me just paint a scenario and then you tell me how it happened for you. You have a beat, you're in a studio or somebody's home, you rap it, they play it back, people are giving you feedback. Can you walk us through the first time you experienced something like that, and what was the feedback like?
Yeah, so the first time I did something like that, there were like 2 or 3 other females in the room.
Okay.
One of them was a singer, and then the other 2 were just, friends, and they were just kind of there hanging out. You know how it goes sometimes. Yes. They just kick it in the studio. And the feedback was like, kind of negative, kind of catty, like, oh, look at this girl. What is she, what she's doing? And that was actually my song Fame that I have. And that was a long time ago, but I just never released it. And then anyways. But that was a dope song, and I knew it. I was like, you know what? I love what I'm doing. I love how it sounds. So you guys can kick rock. So that was the first experience. Right. But with my homeboys, it was like I would spit a verse, and it was like, oh, Nina. It was just great. Like they had the most support. And females would always kind of hate on me, to be honest. Okay. And wouldn't be really as supportive back then.
Why do you think that was? Was it just some hate, with like on some hating shit, because it sounded good, or they just didn't like it that it was you doing it?
I think both. To be honest, I'm not gonna. Yeah, right. I think so.
What about dudes? Do you ever get any dude haters?
Yeah. I mean, they'll be like, oh, Cardi sounds better. And it's so like dumb things are like, okay, how about you come up here and do it? So it goes both ways. But like we said it, towards the beginning of this, people are gonna talk anyway, and people are gonna,
Okay. So what is your very first release, and when did you drop it?
Yeah, my very first release. So I did release Fame a long time ago, but we redid it and all of that. That was 11 years ago. Okay. Yeah, and then...
what was the feedback on that?
It was good. Yeah? It was really good. It was positive feedback and a lot of support from people in my city. Okay. And, the whole thing was, keep it going, like do more music. And like I said, I took a long break. I'm a parent, and I just recently had the opportunity within the last couple of years to be able to do this full time again, Oh, okay. And so I've been releasing music since then also. But okay. It was good feedback, and I kind of feel like I picked up where I left off with a lot of people remembering me doing music back in the day. And there a lot of, when I started back again, was just a lot of feedback like, we're so excited that you're doing this again. I've been waiting for you to do more music. Right. Oh, I remember this song that you did, and I remember that song. And that was the best, to know that I was supported in that way. Okay.
Is there any artists right now that are out? Let's just say you had a wish list, okay, of any artist to work with. Okay. Who would it be? Yeah. Give me at least 3.
At least 3. Okay. I would say Honey Cocaine. Okay. Sugar Free. Yeah. And it's a really good question. I think Desi Hollow's pretty good, pretty popping right now. Yeah.
Okay. I interviewed him here twice.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go on. But anyways, okay, now, any female artist that you would like to work with?
Honey Cocaine.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Maybe I should have.
I know.
So you give me 2 males. Give me one more.
One more male.
I mean, you give me Desi Hollow. Give me
Sugar Free.
Yeah. So give me one more. I guess again, it could be anybody. Yeah. It could be like Snoop, whatever.
That's a really good question. I don't.
Put you on the spot.
I don't know. I haven't really thought about it.
Okay.
I guess, you know what? Let's just say Versa. Let's say Versa. It's not a legend. It's not somebody who's.
It doesn't matter, but that's somebody.
Yeah. I think, we both would like to get to work on a song together. And
Versa's been here too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know. Yeah.
So much love to Seven for hooking that up as well. Because when I heard Versa spit, I told Seven, I said, put me in contact with that guy. Yeah. Because you know what? I like spotting out talent, and I'm going to tell you this. I think this is what doesn't make me better. It makes me different, because I don't give a shit what people say. Mm-hmm. I really don't. Those same people that mock you for having a so-called nobody are the same people that are going to be tapping in and watching.
Exactly.
So you just need to stay in your own damn lane. Stop getting in mine. Just keep moving forward and have everybody buy your shit. But My thing is when you get ready to drop music and everybody steals your style, get ready to change it up again because there's a lot of people that just like to steal shit because they're not creative.
Of course. I think that's what the game has been for a while, though, because somebody sampled this and then 5 years later somebody, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just, you know, a lot of remaking songs.
Well, it would be like me being the wrong guy in your ear and saying, that Cardi B shit right now, that's what's hitting. A
lot of people tell me that.
That's what you got to do.
Yeah.
No, you don't got to do nothing. You need to be you.
Oh, yeah, exactly. That's the only thing that I can do.
Yeah, because you know what? Like I said, it's not about being better. It's just about being different. I'm me. This is my music.
Right.
I have my own audience. She has her own audience. Much love and respect to her. But like I said, that's why I think, okay, there's a female rapper that I think is really, really fucking super dope. I had her here. I won't tell you who it is. She's got a dope ass image too. Like you can hear her rap, look at her image and say, $1 million, we can sell this.
Yeah.
But always remember this, that the fans are the ones that tell you which ones are your hits. And as of right now, she has no hits.
Oh, okay.
No hits.
Yeah.
But she looks like $1 million every time and sounds like $1 million.
Okay.
You know, but I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Then I found out later on it's because she's hard to work with and doesn't listen to the producers.
Right. That makes sense.
You know, and I'm
divas.
Like, well, yeah. Possibly.
Yeah.
I've never been in the studio with it, but from what people have told me, because I'm like, bro, this girl has the goods. Like, she's got the look and the lyrics. But
why do I feel like I know who you're talking about?
You can ask me afterwards.
Okay.
But yeah, like, I'm just like, bro, like, there's nothing. Why isn't it popping?
Right.
You know, but sometimes everything is so unpredictable. Let me give you a perfect example. And please forgive me if I'm talking too much, but I'm trying to share something with you and to the audience.
Of course.
Perfect example of when I said it's the audience that tells you what your hit is. Because we can all work together on a track and then we say, it's the fucking next summer anthem, and nobody gives a fuck when it comes out.
Right.
Okay? So this guy, Kilo Down, a.k.a. Lean Like a Cholo guy.
Right.
Okay? Met him here. I had never met him before. I met him here for the first time. I interviewed him. I believe he had Snoop, he had Nate Dogg, and he had a couple of major artists on his album.
Right.
And
really?
Yeah. And he straight told me none of them hit. He said, I paid Snoop, I paid Nate Dogg, and I think he had a Dog Pound. He had a lot of known artists.
Yeah.
And I go, so which one hit? He goes, the fucking song that I hated the most.
Yeah.
And I said, no shit. He goes, yeah, man. He goes, he told me here by his own admission, he goes, that song was a fucking joke. But you know what it was? Yes.
Yeah.
The audience told him what his hit was.
Right.
He thought Snoop, Nate Dogg, the Dog Pound's gonna make me.
Oh yeah.
But it doesn't always work like that.
It doesn't. No,
so
absolutely.
A lot of times it's very unpredictable. I've had a lot of great producers tell me, Tony, do you know how to make a hit? And I said, no. And he said, that was a great answer.
Why do you think that?
Because we can try and give the people what we think is a hit. And it could be some of our best shit. But the people will probably just tell you it's a cool song. But they'd rather go bump Lean Like a Cholo because it's catchy.
That's
the difference.
That's true. Yeah.
You know, so
that's very true. Yeah.
So
I've had a similar experience, if I can say.
Yeah,
just
go
being
for
in
sure.
the studio, working on my EP. I have one song in particular that I think it's okay. I like it. I would not make a song and put it out if I didn't like it, of course, but it's not my favorite.
Right.
And everybody else is telling me, oh, great. This is this one. It's this one. I like this one.
Yes.
I'm like, you know, I mean, of course, you know, close family and friends that are in the studio that have heard it because it's not released yet. And I trip out on that. You know, it's things that you would have never expected. Yeah.
I was in a studio not too long ago, and I'll leave the artist unnamed. And this person was telling me that this was their weakest song.
Okay.
And I heard it. I really liked it. I really did. Now, I heard the other stuff, and it was really, really good.
Yeah.
But I also thought that this song was on that level of good. Mm-hmm. And they kept telling me, that's our weakest song. That's our weakest song. And I was like, okay. So I let a true legend hear it. Mm-hmm. And I'll leave him unnamed too, because I don't want to give it away. But this guy's had gold and platinum records. He sold millions of records that he's produced.
Right.
I want you to listen to this. He listened to it. He goes, this song's a fucking hit record. And they were like, we don't see it.
Right.
A lot of times you won't see it.
Right.
It's the people that tell you what the hit is. So, Alice, can you do me a favor? Can you go bring me one of my green beers? Appreciate it. So I'm gonna take a drink. I usually drink like almost towards the end of the show, but I got tired. I usually try something different. There's a sun-kissed watermelon lemonade.
Yeah. Oh, it looks good.
It looks
when
good.
When you poured it over that ice, I was like, ooh.
Yeah, it tasted good, but nowadays I can't drink a full soda. I can't. So I drink like half and leave it there, and I like to try different beers. But there's some beers that like I introduced the other day.
Oh, what is this one?
Okay, this one I don't even know. I was gonna say goober, but it says, do you know? Can you pronounce that?
I feel like that's an R. Is that GRO? Grolsch?
Grolsch or something like that. Do you know how to pronounce that? Okay, Grolsch.
Yeah.
It's a Pilsner beer. So check it out, guys. And you just. So it's pretty cool because you can close it. But I think I'm an influencer when it comes to beer. So I like to influence people to try new stuff. But I actually like this kind of beer. Yeah. And it's a big ass fat beer.
Oh, yeah, I know. Compared to my Modelo, it's like.
Yes, it's like big. So,
Modelo, you're ripping us off here.
Yeah, exactly. So, okay. So now, 2024, we got, about 5 months left? Is that what we got?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
What can people expect from Nina Rose? What are you working on? Fill us in. Visuals, shows. What can we expect from Nina Rose?
So right now I'm really excited because I'm working on my EP, finishing it up.
Okay.
This will be my first EP, so my debut EP, and I'm excited because there's so many different types of styles that I have. So I'm working on a song that I guess you'd consider pop or hip hop, like kind of both together. Blues, rhythm and blues, not R&B, but that classic like sultry rhythm and blues.
Yes.
And then a little bit of gangster shit because that's what I feel that I'm good at and I enjoy.
Okay.
So yeah, releasing more music. I'm also a dancer, so dancing in my music videos, getting down in my own music videos, having, having fun with what I do, and also emerging in the dance community and bringing hip hop and dance together, which originally was, the thing.
Now, your EP, how many songs could play? 6 or 7?
7 or 8.
Okay. As far as production, who's in charge of the production? As far as the beats? Like, who's your producer? Do you have anybody specific that you work with? Or are you open to work with other people? Like, let's just say if somebody's watching and says, you know what? I like Nina's style. I want to try to submit some music. Maybe we can work together. I don't know. But on this 7 or 8 song EP, are you allowed to at least name the producers, or you want to hold off?
So one of the producers was Chromatics, and I met him through 7.
Okay.
Right. So I believe he's in Germany.
Okay.
And so that was really cool because that was a different sound that I hadn't really heard before.
Yeah.
So they're just so excited to make music over there. And they were so excited that, I wanted to use their music.
Right.
Yeah. So, and then I would be open to working with different producers. I don't know if, I'm very particular with what I like.
Yeah.
But I would love to hear people's stuff, or for them. I get emails sometimes. I get, beat packs, things like that sent to me. And there's a lot of talented individuals. I mean, you go on YouTube, and I found one of the songs on my EP is a YouTube beat that we purchased and have rights to. So, I mean, I would be willing to work with anybody. Just, I'm really particular, and the person I work with now is just we work so well with each other and just know and understand.
Okay, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
That's a good thing because, look, I'll be honest with you, and I've been in this game for a long time, but many times it's hard for a female to work with men producers, okay? Yeah. Because, to keep it respectful, sometimes some of those guys want something else other than just your time and effort and money, okay? And it sucks for women because I've seen a lot of women never come out because they got involved, and then their feelings got involved, and then they end up fighting, no music. The guys are closing all the doors on this female, and then there's nothing. And I've seen that throughout the late 80s and throughout the 90s.
Right.
So I know.
I agree.
There was a female that hit me up about 3 years ago and asked me, Tony, I know you're not doing music no more. I would love to work with you, but who, and this was 3 years ago, who can I work with? You know, a dope guy producer. And I went down the line. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. I said, okay, not this guy, not this guy, not this guy, because I know them.
Right.
Not this guy. This guy, yes. And then she asked me, why him? I said, because I could trust him around you. I could trust that he could be a man and contain himself, and if it's just you and him working.
Right.
Hook me up with him. And everything worked out beautiful.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So it's hard, believe me. I understand that. You know, I had female artists here that dudes that would call me after the show, hey man, hook me up with her. What the fuck do you think this is? You know? But like, hook yourself up. Go in her DM.
For real.
Shit.
Yeah. You know what? If I can say, God has been really good to me in that sense.
Yeah.
Of course, initially I had to navigate and figure out, you know, this game and this just situation and how to record and not get bothered when I'm just trying to make music, you know?
Right.
And yeah, God's been really good to me in that sense. When I go to record, I'm in an area and a place where I'm in a safe setting,
right?
And nobody's around me drunk on me trying to, but I don't have any of that, and I'm very grateful. So I thank my manager for that 100%. But
yeah.
I've had the opportunity of a lifetime. I mean, even my kids can come with me to the studio.
Right.
It's a safe environment. We have their setup for them, and I can be there and be creative and work. So
yeah. I
know what you're talking about, and I've learned and I've seen a lot of things. I've known that even since, you know, I was a kid, going into random studios and trying to record.
Yeah.
You know, so it is more difficult for us. And I hate that part of music, being a female, that we're kind of expected to get up there, shake our ass, you know, say something cool, whatever, and like get off. Like,
yeah.
Well, what if I could spit better than you? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, you would never know that because all you're doing is like looking at my tits. Like, look at my face. You know what I mean? Listen to my song.
eyes are up here.
Not you, but you know what I mean?
Right.
It's a problem. So I love that you brought that up. If I'm out of line, my bad. But seriously,
no.
It's an issue when we're just trying to make music, just like you guys. You know.
I brought that up for a reason because I've seen it happen, and it saddened me that some of these females were so talented, but they got mixed up with the wrong guy because they thought the opportunity was going to be there. And then
they'll tell you anything, if I can say. They'll just tell you anything to make it seem that, you're gonna, you know, you'll make it. You come with me. Don't ever listen to that. Listen to what not your heart, but your brain is telling you. Your logic is always gonna win over that. Yeah. Just to put that in there.
All good. Now, so 2024, you will be releasing an EP.
Yeah.
Do you have a month, date, or anything like that yet?
Yeah. I'm actually thinking right before New Year's.
Okay.
So we'll be in a couple of months, but I have a lot of singles. I actually have a new single coming out this month. Called Homegirls. Okay. And this song I'm really excited about in particular. So Seven produced the beat.
Okay.
And that was a fun time. We were in the studio together and we're listening to different beats, and he's like, do you like this one? And we had a couple other people in there and some producers. So we're just, you know,
vibing.
We're just vibing. We're trying to get a beat so we can work. And we sat there for a good hour, Tony, and I didn't like any of the beats that I was hearing.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, let's make one. And the beat for Homegirls was specifically made for me.
That's the way it should be.
Yeah. And I think you got to hear it. He mentioned something to me that you guys were.
Okay.
Yeah,
I went over there.
Time ago.
I went over there and I'm going to say something that he probably doesn't want me to say. Cause he hit me up one day and he said, hey, I want you to manage me. And I said, bro, I'm not a fucking manager. And he was like, I want you to manage me and I want you to sell my music.
Yeah.
So I just said, okay, fuck it. I'm going to shoot over there. I'll pick up a couple of beers. We'll sit down.
Yeah.
Okay. And play me some beats. He ended up playing me like over 40 beats.
Oh, yeah.
And here's how we categorized them. We said, okay, that one's ready. Put that on that one's ready. This one needs work. Put these in the back burner. So that's how we kind of like categorize his 40 beats. And he still got more. Yeah. But I don't remember specifically which one because he played me so many beats.
Okay.
That's why.
Yeah.
So now that one, is there a video for it or
no? So we're doing the video Saturday, and it will be released. Okay. Yeah, it will be released this month. So I'm very excited for that song in particular. Okay,
now Homegirls, I know it's pretty much self-explanatory, but if you can elaborate, what's the song about?
So I love this song. It's some of the lyrics are so funny. The song is about, of course, you know, your girls, right? But I'm talking like white, black, yellow, purple. It doesn't matter. Like, it's not just a term that we use in the Latino culture. Like, oh, it's my homegirl. Like kind of like all of us to come together and you know what? Like, show off what you got and do your thing regardless of, you know, whoever's talking or whoever's going to say. Just do your thing, have a good time. That song, those lyrics are just like straight from my heart. Just out of, you know, like it's just meant to have a good time. And I really do hope that all of you girls make sure that, you know, you're in the car with your homegirls and you bump that song, bump it on your way to the beach and etc. It's just a feel good song and I'm really excited to release it. Yeah.
Who's filming it? Anybody that we may know?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, as far as Seven, how long have you been knowing Seven?
Like a year and a half, 2 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That'll work. I think I met Seven, I want to say, in 2005.
Okay.
Yeah, I know it was like the MySpace days. And I met him through a guy, I don't know, you may know his name's Micah, I believe, out of Oxnard. Is he out of Oxnard? Was he out of Oxnard or Santa Barbara?
I think it's Galita.
One of those. But yeah, rest in peace, Micah. That was like his type, like, you know.
I remember
yeah, so much love and respect to him. He's the one that found me and he says, hey, I want you to hook up with Seven. I wanted you to do a mixtape for him.
Oh, okay.
That's when mixtapes were popular. And I was like, okay, I haven't done one since fucking 91.
Yeah.
But I'll give it a shot. And it actually came out pretty good. Now, Homegirls, it's gonna be out this month, so people can expect that. Yeah. And the visual. You're gonna release the visual and the song at the same time, or the song first?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll release the visual.
Okay. And it's gonna be on YouTube, obviously.
Yeah, it'll be on all platforms, but the visual will be on my YouTube channel.
Is there a tag up, bro? Yeah, it is. Okay, make sure you guys give her a follow, bro, so that way you guys can check out the video when it drops. Click the, I guess it's on your bio.
Yeah.
Okay. And then it will take you to her YouTube page. You know what? And leave a, you know what? I'll tell you what. Leave a comment, even if you didn't like it. Leave a comment. Absolutely. But don't just do that shit on purpose just to say it's fucking trash. No, just say, you know what? It's cool, not my cup of tea, whatever.
Right.
But at least leave a comment.
And I'll always like it. I definitely have comments, a couple on my page. I'm not going to delete them either on my YouTube. I'll leave it there, and I'm like, you know what? Thank you for your feedback.
See, to me, I don't read my comments at all.
Oh, okay.
I don't. Now, obviously, if somebody comments on my Instagram, I'm going to read it.
Right.
But on my YouTube, they handle that because early on, I used to be like, fuck you too. Wait till I see you. Okay. I'm going to catch you. Yeah. You know, like it was that kind of shit. And after a while, I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Yeah. And then I saw my brother doing it. I know your address, bitch. Like, and he was about it. And I was like, no, stop that. Yeah. And I would delete his shit. He goes, I found his fucking address. Like, stop.
Yeah.
You know?
My gosh. No, we don't gangbang on YouTube here. All comments are welcome. That's totally
fine. So make sure you guys leave, even if you don't like it, just you know what, cool. It's whatever. You know, but don't be disrespectful, because there's a lot of guys that just get off on being disrespectful.
Yeah, it's so weird. So we let them do that over there, and we just keep it over here.
Okay, so now, God, I forgot the question that I was going to ask you, and it's rare that I do that. But now, what about possible Nina Rose merch?
Yeah, so we do have merch in the works, and I'm very excited for that. So that will be for sale on my website probably in the next couple of months. Yeah.
Can you give us your website? And then what we're going to do after, we'll put the website on the description on the YouTube. So when people go look at the interview and click on the description, the website will be right there and it'll take you directly. Yeah. Like we have your Instagram as well on the description, so they could just go and it'll just take you directly to Instagram. So make sure you guys give her a follow, you guys.
Yeah, definitely appreciate the support.
Oh, good. Listen, so your manager bought me this.
Yes, we heard you like that.
Buchanan's, but we say Bucanas.
Yes.
Okay, but I'm gonna take me a little swig.
Okay.
So you want to take a
enjoy.
You want to take a swig or you don't drink it?
No, it's okay. Dark liquor is not my.
All right. What about you? Would you like one?
Appreciate it.
All right. Cool. You know what? You can grab his cup. Let me go ahead and open this up. What about you, Alex? All right. So, yeah, I do like this. I think, what do they usually mix this with, like pineapple? Yeah, I usually just drink the shit just straight, you know? Okay, so is this the one that has like the ball, like where you got to shake it? Oh, yeah, it is, huh? Yeah, there you go. Okay, here you go.
Okay.
So once again, thank you for this. I truly appreciate it. I'll be drinking this and then I'll have a good night rest. But it's blended Scotch whiskey. You know what's also a good one too? The pineapple one. Have you had? Oh, that one is actually really, really good. Okay. Let me see those cups right there so I can give my boy Alex one. Alex, you want to come grab one? And then here. I got a Cállate, güey. Okay, so let's take a toast to Nina Rose, single, album, EP. Much love, everybody. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
The thing is that I built up such a fucking tolerance that, like, I needed to fucking slow down. The other day, I bought me a bottle. Like, I haven't had Jameson in a while, and I bought a big bottle. There was like fucking this much left, bro. And I was like, okay, I better fucking stop. Had an artist here.
Yeah.
I can say his name because he did it live. Sir Jinx, Dr. Dre's cousin, who produced No Vaseline. Okay. Oh, he classic. Came over here, and we had bought him a bottle of like Grey Goose. Like the big fucking bottle, okay? That motherfucker drank it all in one sitting. Drank it.
He walked up and left? He just stood up, walked out?
Oh, no. He didn't walk up and leave. He drank 6 more beers.
And then he left?
Yeah, and then he left.
He walked out just fine?
Just fine. I was like, bro, you're fucking...
He kind of sounds like you. That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's a talent.
It's a talent. Fuck, your kidneys probably look like a football.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know? Okay. God, you know what? I had the motherfucking question. I totally freaking forgot it.
Oh, Tony.
Okay, so produced by Seven, and then you got the producer from Germany.
Yes.
Is there anybody out right now that, whether it's on the radio, I don't listen to radio, and I don't even know if you do.
No.
Okay, is there anybody out right now? You know, we mentioned Kendrick, we talked about Drake, that is popping like out right now. Who might it be?
I think this kind of might tie in with what we were talking about earlier, where when you get to a certain level,
yes,
I mean, you had to do things to get there.
Oh,
so I don't listen to most of those things.
Yeah,
I love Cardi, but I haven't listened to a full Cardi song in a long time. Just because.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know.
I don't think I've ever listened to a full Cardi B song. I know that one song, and it pissed me off when I heard it. I don't fuck with you.
Yeah.
Because I saw my homeboy's girl got drunk and started singing that song to him, like going off at his ass. And I was like, is that what this song is doing?
No. Yeah, that's crazy.
You know, so.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I don't really.
But no, you know what? I don't. I understand and I'm aware of who's popping right now.
Right.
I don't always agree with it. I think that once you get to a certain level, you don't really need talent as long as you can look good and perform.
Really?
Yeah, that they'll just put you on.
Are you saying that that's where we're at right now?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I agree with that.
I think so. It was a different era when I grew up, and the music, the vibe that it gave, it's not like that anymore. So. No,
you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not the kind of guy that a rapper's gonna come here and say, fuck, play me some beats. Let's see what I like. I don't have beats, bro. I'll make you one.
Yeah. Right.
Like when you go to a tailor and they make you a suit just for you,
right?
That's how you do.
And that's
beats.
Usually your favorite suit or your favorite piece.
Yes.
Of, whatever, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
From the bottom up, from the kick, snare, hat, crash, open hat, shaker, whatever. You build the bottom, then you start building on top, and then the lyrics just start coming. Okay.
Absolutely.
That's the way you got to do it. That's the way I've always done it. So I never understood. I'll be honest, and I'm not knocking the new artists, because there's a lot of people that say Tony hates on the new generation. Bro, I love fucking rap. I love fucking hip hop. I know what sounds good. Just because I don't like it, it's not hate.
Yeah, you just don't like it.
I just don't like it.
Right.
Like, I'm not a fan of trap music.
Okay.
I'm glad that they call it trap, because it keeps it over there.
Away from hip hop.
Yes.
Yeah. It's in its own
My
category.
boy Alex is a big trap guy.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I always make fun of him. But I respect and love that guy.
Yeah.
I just don't really like it.
I'll have to hear something before I leave then.
Oh yeah, he'll probably play your Future.
Okay. Oh, okay. And I feel like I was thinking about that the other day. I feel like that has been more recent within the last decade.
Yeah.
Because then they came out with Young Thug.
Oh, the guy that wore a dress in the album cover.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so did Tyga, and what is his name?
Y something.
Yes, YG. Yeah.
YG.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, this is what hip hop has come to. You know what I mean? But I mean, I like I just said his name, Young Thug.
Okay.
He's cool. Some of his songs are okay.
You know
but
where,
I'm glad that, like you said, it's in a different category.
yes.
Yeah.
You know what song I liked about him, and I thought it was a great song. I don't know the artist honestly, so forgive me. That it's a girl singing,
Okay.
and he sings the last verse. It's called Havana something.
Oh yeah, that's Young Thug.
Yes,
Right.
that's him.
Oh, Camila Cabello.
I think so. I don't know, but it's a nice song. I
Yeah,
like
it's a
that
good
song.
song, yeah.
And then when he busted at the end, I was
Right.
like, okay,
It definitely set a tone. I like that one.
yes. But then I heard his music, and then I'm like, nah, fool. I like you like this. You know.
That radio play.
Yes.
Worthy.
Yes, exactly. So I like that kind of stuff, but I'm not a fan of trap. I used to be a fan of reggaeton. Are you a fan of reggaeton?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look, at least change the beat a little bit, please.
You know, it's the same. I'll play one song and then I play another. It's the same thing.
Please,
Yeah. But you know what? It's always gonna make you dance.
Yes, but
Yeah.
change the beat a little bit, please. At least leave maybe one snare
But
out.
as a DJ, don't you think that if you were mixing reggaeton, like it's easy to mix together and everyone's gonna be dancing? No.
Yes, it's important to keep the dance floor packed.
Right.
What is the first, if you can recall, first reggaeton song you ever heard? And then I'll give you mine.
Yeah. That's a really good question. Probably I guess this was when I was old enough to be watching MTV and
Okay.
stuff. That Nina Sky and Daddy Yankee.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, because I really didn't nobody
That's a
listened to
good
that at
one.
home.
Yeah.
So once I started hearing that, I was like, oh my gosh. And I would just, go in and listen, research my own little things. Probably that one.
Okay.
Because I was a kid at that time.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was at a club and the DJ played this song. And I saw the girls going crazy on the dance floor and their hips didn't lie. Okay. And I went to the DJ, and I never go up to the DJ because I'm a DJ. Sometimes, and I'm going to be on some cocky shit. I just never go. I know what songs they are. But when I heard that song, what is that? And he told me, and I was like, well, what is it? And he said, it's a reggaeton. And I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
It was that song by Don Omar. Dile que te conoces.
I probably don't know that one.
That one, bro. I think isn't it called Dile?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, bro, that song's amazing, bro. Like, and for the first time hearing reggaeton, like, I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
And the way the girls went crazy, I'm like, I like this shit. Of course, Daddy Yankee came out, and then I got hit to, what's his name? I don't want to disrespect it. Is it Tego Calderon? Yeah.
Okay.
He's from the East Coast.
Right.
He does a lot of reggaeton too.
Okay.
And then there was another female that came out, Ivy Queen or something like that. But yeah, reggaeton is still in. I just don't like that. I don't know if they call it something different. It's fucking like mumble reggaeton. I don't know if it's Bad Bunny or...
Yeah, Bad Bunny.
That guy.
I get you. I do.
Do you understand what I mean by
I completely
mumble?
understand. Yeah.
He'd be like, like, bro.
It amazes me that people spend their money to go see that in live in concert. Yeah.
Mic drop.
Yeah.
Bro, it's true. Like, I don't get it. Like, bro, keep making your money, keep winning. But you know who I do respect? It's is it Daddy Yankee that retired?
Yeah. He does like Christian music.
Yes, yes. Now, whether he does Christian music or not, but
Right.
the thing is that he walked away from something that at one point he was on top of.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, he was like the king.
Yes,
of it.
the
Yeah.
king of it, and
Right.
to just live a normal life.
Yeah.
I think that's a beautiful thing because
It
that actually took like a lot of courage to be able to announce it when he could have just disappeared and did that.
Yeah.
No,
he
but
made a point of doing that.
He made a
for
point.
sure.
You're right.
Yeah. I think that was showing, again, I'm going to go back to Britney Spears, like how
Yeah.
just being able to live a normal life that we might take for granted and
Yeah.
we want, different things and we want more, whatever out of our lives. These celebrities, they just want to go to the store. They just want to do something normal with their family and not
Right.
have,
Okay.
people coming up to them.
I'm glad you brought that up because the other day I was talking to my friend about normality. I'll give you an example. I don't know the Kardashian sisters. I'm not a fan of their show. I don't watch their show,
Okay.
But when she was going out with that one comedian guy from, I guess, I don't know if he was from Saturday Night Live.
The Pete guy? Yeah.
He kind of looks like fucking Beetlejuice a little bit.
Yeah.
That guy.
Right.
Okay. I guess the paparazzi caught him at a pizza parlor.
Right.
They caught him coming out of the movies, just stuff like that. So one day, he was on a podcast. And I don't really watch a lot of podcasts. I like Joe Rogan. I like watching Mike Tyson every once in a while. Podcasts. And I like Club Shay Shay.
Okay.
Okay. But I watched this guy, and they said, hey, yeah, you know, they caught you at a pizza parlor eating pizza, and, you know, but you guys got money, man. You know, wouldn't you want a gourmet pizza? Right. And he said something that really stuck with me. He said this, you know, when you're dealing with a woman like that, he goes, they don't want to be wined and dined and, you know, buying diamonds and pearls. He said, because they have all of that. Mm-hmm. What they really want is just normality.
Absolutely. So
if I say, let's go get a slice of pizza, wow, pizza?
Yeah. Well, even me, that sounds like the best adventure ever.
You know, like, okay, years ago, okay? I think it was like on MySpace. I had a MySpace, and I was trying to get used to it. I was only on there for maybe a couple of months, and somebody put up like a page. Where would you take the prettiest girl in the world that you like on a first date?
Right.
And I'll be honest, here's what I said: either a bookstore or a swap meet.
Yeah.
And all the girls started commenting back, take me to the swap meet, buy me a fucking mangoneada.
Yeah.
You know? You know, but guys were like, steak and lobster.
Right.
You know, I'll fly you around the world.
Right.
Like, maybe she can do that herself.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. But that's it.
Yeah, I like that one a lot.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So some people just want normality. They just want to be treated like a person. You don't got to worship me. Yeah, I'm Kim Kardashian and everything, but just, you know, whatever.
I think most women just want the experiences, like the life experiences of, oh, we went to, you know, the fair and whatever, and we got a teddy bear. Like, I feel like I still have a teddy bear that...
From the carnival.
Yeah, I do. From like, I mean, at least 7 or 8 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's the experiences, definitely.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Nina Rose, last question. Well, I'm going to ask you a couple of more, but as far as your name, how did you come up with Nina Rose? If you could share that with us. Yeah.
So I used to go by a different name, and when I was, you know, a teenager and was rapping and everything.
Can you share what that name was?
Yeah. So they used to call me Dopey. Smoke a lot of weed back then.
Really?
Yeah. So that's why. But,
okay.
Yeah.
From the bong, from the pipe, from blunts.
Everything. We were, all of the girls who were with me in that era, you guys know, we smoked a lot of weed. But,
wow.
Yeah, so Nina Rose came from just wanting my name to stay the same. I think I'm going to use Cardi B as an example again. Her name is different than her stage name, like severely different, you know?
Uh-huh.
And I was like, well, if somebody's calling me like, you know, some crazy name, I'm not going to turn around and be like, oh, shoot, that's me. They're talking to me.
Right.
So I was like, no, it has to stay similar to what my name is. And, you know, all of my friends, all my loved ones call me Nina.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's, you know, very close to what my name is.
Okay.
So I don't, can I drop my name?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So my name's Janina, and just keeping it down to Nina.
Janina, do you spell that with a J?
It's with a J.
Okay.
And then my mom's name is Yanina. So they both call us Nina. So Janina. I was like, well, I got to do it with a Y, you know, because there are there's I think a couple other Nina Roses in different countries. Uh-huh. So if you searched on YouTube Nina Rose.
Okay.
You know, and the Y just came in because it was like, well, I got to be different because I am different.
I would have just went with Janina.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
That's a dope ass name. I'm going to tell you why. Because I don't know why the J thing. Because like my two daughters are Jessica and Jennifer.
Oh, okay.
My daughter Jessica, who gave me one of my grandbabies, she wants to name her kid with J's.
Yeah.
Okay. My granddaughter Juliana.
Yeah. Oh,
so, but,
beautiful.
Yeah, but now she's like, Dad, I'm gonna have a boy, and I think I'm gonna name it Jeremiah. Yeah. I want to name it something. What should I name it if it's a girl?
Yeah.
And I was just like, I only heard this name one time, and it was Jalissa.
Jalissa, yeah, that's a pretty name.
But Janina's also a dope name. Mm-hmm. That sounds like an artist name, to be honest with you.
Oh, thank you. I know. You know what? My dad, I think, said that. He's like, "What's wrong with your name?" And I was like, "Nothing's wrong with my name." And my dad does music too. Also,
okay.
Yeah. So he'd be like, you know, we had that conversation, and I'm like, well, everybody calls me Janina every day. I think what I try to do is protect Janina.
Okay.
And I'm over here, and you know, with my family and et cetera, my kids and my friends, and the things I like to do. So Nina Rose is like, okay, so let's get up. We're gonna do music. We're gonna do a thing, and it's just different. It's being able to keep the separation and keep my name.
Okay.
You know,
now Rose, where did that come from again?
Oh, I love roses. I have roses all over my body. So I think
I didn't even know.
Yeah, I think roses are just the prettiest flower. And whenever I have been down, for some reason, God has watched out for me, and my friends or family brought me roses. So, and that was also my grandma's favorite flower. So
that's awesome.
I think it just stuck. Yeah, it wasn't for like just to put the name there. It was. They're very meaningful flowers.
All good. Yeah. All good. Is there anything, before we go to take some phone calls, is there anything I didn't ask you, anything you want to promote, anything you want to share, whatever, and then we'll open up the phone lines.
Yeah. No, just a reminder that my new music video, Homegirls, is going to drop this month. I will post the date as soon as possible. And I just wanted to thank and shout out everybody who has supported my music. So much love. I really do appreciate it.
All good. Big Dog, you want another one? Sure. Here, hand it to him. That's what it's for. Hey, Alex, go ahead and put up the number, please. Okay, you guys, we're going to open up the phone lines. If you guys want to call in and I almost said Janina. Ask Nina a question about her music, video, website, whatever. Okay, let me know when I'm connected. Okay, cool. Let me see. Yeah, anything else you want her to share? Okay. Her social media is on the screen there.
Yeah,
so
on the website.
The website will be, go ahead and share it, and then we'll put it up there after.
Right, so it's www.ninarosemusic.com.
NinaRoseMusic.com. You just spell it.
And it's the same spelling as my Instagram.
NYNA. NYNA. Okay. Okay, so we got the number up. If anybody wants to call in and ask a question, if not, we're just going to go ahead and keep it pushing. Other than that, I'm going to take me another sip. How's the Modelo? Is it already warm?
It's fine. Yeah. Did you put this on ice?
7, if you're watching, call in, bro. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. I know I get a lot of people that told me today I'm going to be calling in. I want to answer some questions. There's usually a guy, so be ready. If he's watching, he likes to call in and ask my guest to bust a freestyle. Okay. So, but you know, let me ask you this, and sometimes because we live in this, I guess, in a generation of a lot of ghostwriters, I sometimes don't feel comfortable asking this, but I want to ask: do you write all your own stuff?
I do.
Okay.
I do. Yeah, I think just recently I've opened up to the possibility of other people co-writing with me. Okay.
Hold on, we got to call. Caller, your name and where are you calling from? Hello, caller. Yo, caller. You could put him on. Caller. Yo, call back, bro. Okay, let's see. You can hear all right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Here we go. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
That's the one, Kike from the city of Escondido.
Kike from Escondido. How you doing, my bro?
Chilling, folks. Just got off of work. I'm tapping in late to the show, man.
All good, man. Oh, yeah, you get off at 9, if I'm correct, right?
So it depends on how busy the holiday gets, right? But today was pretty chill, so I got off early.
Are you going to go get a drink? Because last time you called in, I think you were buzzed.
Yeah, I'm drunk half the time.
Bro, you got a question for Nina, bro? Have you been watching?
Yeah, like I said, I tuned in late. I wanted to get to know her a little better. What are her musical influences when it comes to, like, you know, the ladies that rap from, like, I guess you could say mostly our genre or Raza related?
So I would say Michelle, from, I guess it was the 90s.
Okay, it was more a 90s artist.
It was more the 90s.
What about like Aaliyah?
Yeah, Aaliyah's great. Aaliyah's great for singing, but rapping was a little different. Okay. Yeah, Aaliyah's great. Brandy also, if we're gonna bring that up. I think lyrically, Honey Cocaine, again, and Storm.
Okay, Storm. Mm-hmm. All good. Alex, do you have a?
You never really got into like Chicana MCs? My bad, Tony.
Yeah. So I haven't actually. There are a couple that I think are pretty dope, but other than that, I don't really listen to that as much.
Okay.
Okay. One more thing too. You said you like Tupac, right? Because
Yes.
I have a recommendation for music. Okay. Everybody likes Dear Mama, right?
Right.
So there's an artist named Wicked that's from the Brown side, right? I don't know if
Okay.
you're
Yeah.
familiar with the
Absolutely.
name of the individual. All right. Have you heard his solo album that came out like in
No,
2000 or 2001 around there?
I didn't even know he
Okay.
had a
There's
solo
a
album.
song in there. Yeah, there's a song in there called "Don't Cry," and that's pretty much dedicated to like all the ladies out there going through it and shit, or the single mamas and all that shit. So to
Mm.
me, that's my Chicano version of anywhere close to Dear Mama type shit right
That's
there.
amazing. Hey, thank you for
So if
letting
you
me
ever get a
know.
chance, give it a spin.
Absolutely, I will. Thank
No,
you.
for sure. Yeah, and then I got one question for you, Tony. I'm gonna drop you two names. I know one of them's been MIA for a minute, and it's not Frank V Dog. But I was wondering if you could get him on for a part two. And one of them is the one I just named right now, which was Wicked. And then the other one, I wanted to know if we could get the Sasquatch for a part two, because that interview just kind of ended abruptly.
Sasquatch.
Yeah, GPA.
Oh, GPA. Okay. From San Diego. Okay.
Right.
Now, as far as Wicked, bro, I've reached out to him on several occasions. Honestly, bro, like 2 years ago. Like I've reached out to him, bro, and just no response. And so, and then I contacted Rich G, okay? And I asked him, like, bro, I'm trying to get a hold of Wicked. And he said, bro, like, you know what? I just did a song with him or something like that, a song or a video. He said, and it took me forever to get a hold of him. He said, so good, honestly, good luck with that. And I was like, all right, bro. So I don't know if he just changed his number or if he just doesn't really care, because if you think about it, I believe that my podcast was the only one he ever did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it was around the time when, everybody was paying homage to Toker for what happened. And, they were trying to keep the legacy going.
Right. Okay.
As far as
yeah.
As far as I was informed.
Same thing with
But
Clever.
I think he's just over it, dog, because I've tried reaching out to Clever's MIA too.
Yeah.
They're all MIA.
Yeah, bro. So now,
yeah.
as far as the other guy, GPE, I'll reach out to him, bro, because honestly, we hit it off. We hit it off like we got along really, really well, bro. So yeah, thank you for that reminder, bro. I'll hit him up for a part two.
Yeah, and to the lovely lady in front of you, bro. I'm waiting on your project. And let's see what you bring to the table.
Thank you. I
for sure,
appreciate
some
that.
fire.
Thank you. I
Absolutely.
appreciate it.
Ain't no doubt.
All good. All
Much
good,
love.
Kike.
Keep it pushing. You guys have a good night, and
Go get a
salute.
drink.
I will.
Cheers to that.
Cheers, my bro. Peace. Okay, cool. Thank you, Kike, for that. Like, these are some of my like day ones, faithful followers that just call in every show.
Yeah.
They tune in. So
That's amazing.
yes. Okay, here we go. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Thank you for using Call My Lost.
God, like honestly, we get trolls too. We get troll callers.
Well, thank you guys for spending your time
Yeah,
doing that.
thank you for
That
trying.
was amazing.
There we go. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Tony A. Caesar from Paris.
Caesar from Paris. I should have recognized the 666. Go ahead, my bro.
Oh, yeah, in the house. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to Miss Rose.
Good afternoon.
Let me see. Quick question. You did the feature with Young Quicks on there.
Yes.
Is this same Young Quicks that is involved with the Mesa camp?
The missile camp. The missile?
Yeah, from the producer, the Mesa. Yeah.
No.
Okay, no, I don't know
No.
either,
Okay.
but I know who the Miza is.
Yeah, I do too. I don't have any knowledge on that, and I don't think so.
Okay.
Okay. And another thing, okay, we're waiting for your album to come up, and what is it that we're going to really see? What essence of Miss Rose are we going to find in that album?
Yeah, so again, being biracial, so being Latina and being Black, I would like to bring out the rhythm and blues, some Chicano rap and hip hop. So I want to bring all of the essences, all of the vibes all around. I want you guys to be able to play Nina Rose at your barbecues, at the beach, on your way to work,
Alex.
when you need some motivation, whenever, I would like it to be an all occasion
Yeah.
thing where you can turn on my music and at any point and have something to listen to for that
Oh.
for that vibe. I hope to give that to you guys.
Great, sounds good. Sounds great. Well, we can't wait to hear it. Tony A. Caesar from Paris, and I'm out.
Thank you, Caesar. Young Kicks was here maybe like maybe 3 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he came through here.
Yeah, he's hella cool.
But-
Shout out to him.
Yeah, I don't know if he's involved with the Miz. If not, if we got that wrong, then we apologize. But
Yeah, I don't. I'm just not aware.
yeah,
of
we're
any-
just not going to say yes. So the phone lines are open. If you guys want to call in and talk to Nina Rose, ask her a question about her music. Here we go. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Hey, what's up? This is Jason from Long Beach.
Jason from Long Beach. How you doing tonight?
Good. How about yourself, man?
We're doing pretty good, bro. You know, we pop open this Bucanas whiskey, and I'm drinking this. I don't even know what kind of beer this is, but it tastes good.
That's right. I tuned in late, but I checked out your music, Nina. I was checking out that song. I think it's called Rida.
Yes, thank you. The remake I did, yeah, of Do or Die.
Dude. Oh.
Yeah, you really killed it right there, man.
Thank you.
You spit. You really spit right there.
I
think you
appreciate that.
rap better than a lot of these Chicano rappers out here.
Who is this? We need his address so we can send flowers. Okay. Thank you.
Another thing. Are you Dominican? You have a Caribbean background?
Yeah, my mom is from Costa Rica, so I'm half Costa Rican.
Half Costa Rican, half what?
Black and Native American.
Oh, okay. I thought you were Caribbean. I was gonna ask you what were your favorite
I
Caribbean
get that a lot.
meals.
I get that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, unfortunately. But
Yeah, you definitely look Dominican, Cuban. Yeah.
I get that often.
How about
Uh-huh.
how about some of the meals that wherever your mom's from?
Yeah. You know what? Unfortunately, whenever someone asks me that, I really don't know. There wasn't traditional meals being cooked in
Okay,
my household.
like like in a Mexican household, there's
Yeah.
like menudo, pozole, tamales.
Yeah.
Do you have that kind of traditional stuff?
I guess so. What was it in the last 10 years that tortillas were a thing over there? So there wasn't like tacos, there wasn't burritos, things like that. Rice and beans is always a thing, and
Yes.
there is this dessert pudding, and in English it's the frog eye salad. So it's these little pastas, and it has fruit, and
What's
it's
it
like
called?
a custard. It's the frog eye salad. Oh yeah.
Oh, you know what I thought you
Ojo
said?
de
Frog
rana.
eye.
Yeah.
Frog eye?
Yeah, it's not. It's just pasta. Yeah,
Ojo de rana.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
right. It's really good though. So that's something I guess that was.
Wow. Okay, well, now where can somebody like me find that? Like if I want to go some
I don't know.
Taco Bell coming out with it?
No, you have to go on Pinterest and look up the recipe.
frog eye salad, you
Yeah.
guys. Ojo de rana. Damn.
Yeah, really good dessert.
But the
pasta.
name, like.
I
this-
know.
this-
It's just because the little pastas
I know,
are
but let's
around.
change it up.
Yeah, it's really good.
All good. I'm gonna try it though.
Tony, you're gonna have to eat that on Dining with the Wizard, Tony.
I absolutely.
We'll send you some.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I'll definitely do that because I have a show called Dining with the Wizard where I dine with somebody. We just talk about food. Do you cook? What does your mom cook? We just eat.
Yeah,
We eat, drink, and be merry.
amazing.
So-
Let me know. I'll bring some.
Absolutely. Caller, man. Thank you for calling in, my bro. I don't know if you have anything else you want to ask Nina.
No, well, that's all I had. I just wish a whole lot of success and a whole lot of love in your life, and hopefully your next project has a whole lot of success. God
Thank you
bless
so much. God bless you.
Thank you, my bro.
All right, have a good night, guys.
Yes, peace. Okay, well, the phone lines are open. So if you guys want to call in and ask me a question, we're good. Other than that, I'm going to continue to sip, and sip. So thank you once again for the Bucanas.
Absolutely.
Like, you know what's funny? Like, I could drink tequila or I could drink whiskey. Like, and I've taken shots of both.
Oh,
So I probably have tolerance like your manager right there.
yeah.
So, okay, here we go. Right here. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Hey, family, it's the brother from Stockton.
What's up, my brother from Stockton? How you doing tonight?
Man, I'm blessed. Yeah, I'm watching the show at work. I wanted to ask Nina if she knew an artist, a female artist from the early 2000s. She had an album called Which Way Is Up.
Which
her
Way
name
Is
was
Up?
Pete. Her name was called Pete.
What was it?
The
Her
album.
name-
The album is
name
called
is
Which Way Is
Pete.
Up, and her name is Pink.
People, P as in people,
Pink.
but two E's and yeah, Pete, like peep through the window.
Okay.
Peep? Can you spell it?
It's because your phone's a little muffled, my bro. That's why we're trying to understand if you're saying peep or pink.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, well, her name is Peep, like P as in people with 2 E's as in Eric. Yeah, Peep.
Okay, peep. Yeah. P-E-E-P.
Yeah. Hey, Nina's got to check out her music, because earlier today, before I was coming to work, and even during work, I was playing her music, and she's got a good album called Which Way Is Up.
Okay.
But she never put music out after that. But I believe you would enjoy it, because she has a good flow, and a lot of her music was produced by Battle Cat too.
Oh,
okay.
shit.
Wow.
Battle Cat's been here, what? Two, 3 times, I believe.
You know what? Thank you so much for recommending that. Yeah, I'm definitely
you would like her.
Yeah.
You would like her too, Nina. Like, if you listen, like she's got a good flow, and she's got smooth beats too, and it's really like music that you could just listen to, like to the beach, like you said.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, you would enjoy it too.
Yeah.
And her music's incredible, and it's just like she's like it makes you wonder what happens to artists, and why they just stop making music so suddenly.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to check her out.
Hey, but
I appreciate you recommending that. I need more female artists to listen to and support. So thank you.
Absolutely.
All right, sis. Hey, God bless you. Okay.
God bless.
All right, my brother. Stay blessed. Talk to you soon. Peace. Yeah, you know what? It's funny because I've never heard of her.
No, me either.
So if anybody has heard of her, you know what? Let's check her out. Let's see. I'm Alex.
Let's support
look her
the
up.
homegirls, you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Once again, if you guys want to ask Nina Rose a question, we're gonna take a couple of more phone calls. So if you want to call in right now. The phone lines are open. Here we go. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, this is Frank calling from Texas. How y'all doing? How you doing, Tony?
What's up, Frank? You know what part of Texas, bro? Because Texas is the biggest state, bro. You got to give us at least like where you from.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm calling from Houston, from the South Side, from South Park, Texas. Hello, Rose. How you doing? It's a beautiful thing. With all due respect,
Thank you.
I wanted to find out if we can hear you spit just a little bit and sing. I would love to hear you sing.
Oh, wow.
And then also I wanted to let you know, when you do blow up, I'm going to take you to go get some pizza so we could just be normal.
Hey, normality.
Else gets in line.
I love that.
Nah,
the thick crust.
Just normality.
The thick crust.
But yeah, if we could hear just a little bit of spit
Absolutely.
and some singing, I would love that.
Yeah, if you could do maybe 16 bars and then maybe a little bit of singing. Take your time, though.
Cool. So, I actually wanted the opportunity, if that's okay, to just preview my new single, Homegirls.
Go ahead while I pour.
Okay, great. All right. I'm from a beach where the ballers and the killers at, where I vacation with your boo, hope you're cool with that. And if I give it to you, what you gonna do with that? I bet nada, cause your bitch got you by the sack. Yeah, but we cool with that. Just trying to get the home girls out the hood, that's facts. I kick it with the real ones, the ones that stack, and watch these hundreds multiply them into 30 racks. I bet you recognize game when you see it. Real is what you trying to be, baby, but I mean it. Bet you didn't know I was coming, now you see it. Others gonna try, but you never gonna be it.
Woo, let's give her a hand clap. Thank you.
Man, talented and fine. What else do you want?
God bless you, sir.
Good night, y'all.
All good. Thank you, my bro. From Houston, Texas. Thank you. All good. Anybody else want to call in? We're going to take a couple of more phone calls. That was fire, though.
Thank you.
Okay, you know what I'm going to say? I'm going to be honest with you. If that was fire, put fire on the live chat. If not, throw tomatoes. If it's tomatoes, it's because it's whack.
Okay.
If it's fire, it's because it's fucking fire. So far, I see a couple of fires, so I'm asking everybody in the live chat. Let's throw some fires or some tomatoes. Okay?
Tomatoes are good. Hey,
yeah,
they're good too?
Yeah, they're great on salads.
Exactly, I was just going to say that.
So, okay, everybody. Once again, we're live right now with Nina Rose on Roadium Radio. Episode, what was that, 347? 347. If you guys want to call in and ask her a question, right now is the time. So, if not, we're just going to continue this conversation and continue to sip and in the show. So, I'm giving you guys an opportunity to call in right now. So, let's go ahead and do this. Caller, your name and where are you calling from? Here we go. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Hey, what's up, Tony A?
What's up, my brother? Your name and where you calling from?
My name is Chris Dog from Bell Gardens, homie.
Chris from Bell Gardens. How you doing, my brother? How you doing tonight?
Good, homie. Good, man. I don't know if I'm that next color. I'm just glad to get in, homie. You know what? To be honest, homie, I kind of logged in late. I'm glad she's in the mix and giving her. And I'm gonna go back and see this episode again. But I just want to give shout out to everybody that's a Roadium Radio Warrior, you know, and Caesar Paris, all these other guys that make this show, you know, cracking. But most of all, homie, I want to go ahead and thank you, Tony A, and then Marvelous, and then homie Norbies, and then Alex, everybody just keeping, you know, this Raza shit going, homie. And then I know it's not only about the Raza because the Raza is what we do, but you also keep everybody else going in this Roadium Radio thing. And I wish everybody the best. I wish homegirl right here the best because she's a rapper. And I'm glad she's up on this radio. And then I'm going to go ahead and see this thing again all over again because I'm coming a little late, dog. But just because I got a little late and I'm chilling, you know, drinking, smoking, chilling, it was a perfect time, dog. Just to say what's up to all you guys, everybody, all you guys.
Hell yeah. Thank you, my bro. You know what? You're greatly appreciated. So thank you for calling in, bro. I truly, truly appreciate that, bro.
Hey, oh yeah, for sure, Tony Radio. Tony, keep going on, dog. And blessings to all you guys. Everybody listens to it, all your guests, and most of all, hey Tony, I know you say that you might want to just fucking take a break, but at the end, you know, we hope you don't, homie. And if you do take a break, at least come back and let us call in and meet all these new people that you're putting up on game, you know, because they deserve it, homie. You know, there was not these other places where you can go ahead and be known, but now when you come into your platform, homie, everybody's gonna be known, and it's gonna be known by the Raza and the good people from here from LA, dog. You know what I mean? What's saying? You know what I'm saying, homie?
Yeah.
Good looking.
Muchas gracias, bro. You know what? Thank you for that, bro. Truly appreciate you. Thank you for your kind words. Those words humble me. God bless you, bro.
Hey, I want to send out shout out to Marvelous, homie. I know what you're doing, dog. You're putting up on the game on everybody to know what's up with the Rasta and the roots, homie. And let me tell you, homie, my name is Chris, dog, and I'm with you, homie. And I'm 100%, maybe not like knowing everything you know, homie, but what I know, and I can go ahead and connect with you. It's the same shit, homie. And it's, of course, our roots, homie, you know what I mean? And if our roots are strong, or the Raza strong, then we can help out the rest of the world. And that's what it's all about. And that's why I appreciate you, Tony A. And I want to send shout out to Caesar from Paris, homie, because when you come out here and you spit some game, homie, we appreciate that shit. And then I want to shout out to everybody else, like fucking Eddie from Pasadena and homie from Stockton. Remember all those guys?
Absolutely.
Fucking Ahmed. You guys make the show keep going, homie, and I appreciate that. And that's what we're all logged in, because at the end, it's all about bringing out the whole world up on fucking progress. You know what I mean?
All good, my brother. Thank you, man. Listen, you have a blessed night, bro. Thank you for this call. Thank you for being a part of the show.
Hey, homie, thanks for answering the call, homie. And for sure, dog, there's going to be a lot of people that feel like me, and we might be like long-time followers, first-time callers. At the end, we want this shit to keep going, homie, because you bring out for us to open up our mind and let our goodness go out. You know, nothing negative, all goodness.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, my brother.
All right, homie. Good looking out, Tony A.
You stay blessed.
Have a good night, Holmes.
You too. Okay. All good. Let me see. You want another beer?
Oh, yeah, I think.
Okay, yeah, he's going to set it up right now. Okay, we're going to take one more phone call, and then we are out of here. So whoever's going to be the last caller, you get a free blow-up doll of my boy Alex, and you could do whatever you want with it. You could play with it. You could sing to it. You can read to it. Whatever you guys want, a free blow-up doll.
That sounds like a deal.
Yeah, Alex Cervantes Enterprise doll. Life-size blow-up doll. Okay? It's a non-binary, so you guys can do... It's a joke.
You should have got a bigger bottle.
It's a joke. Okay, so Anyways, let's go. Let's get one more phone call. If not, then we are out of here. So we're gonna sit here, sip and trip. So, manager, would you like another shot? I know you do. Here you go. I know you heard me on the radio. True. I know you see me on the video.
Live concert.
Exactly.
Tony A.
Yes, exactly. So, all right, let's go. I sip on mine. Like, I'm gonna be sipping on that motherfucker the whole night, bro. I'm seriously. So, okay, we got one more phone call. So tomorrow, listen, guys, I don't want to hear, Tony, I was calling in 30 times, and bro, the phone lines are open right now. If you don't want to call in, then don't call in. But don't text me tomorrow and tell me, Tony, I was trying to call in. I wanted to ask her a question. I had about 6 guys today that told me,
okay,
I'm gonna call in, and not one of those lames have called him yet. So
you guys, all you have in this life is your word. What are you doing?
And your balls.
And your balls.
So there it is there. Yo, you know what? But I was truly impressed by your rap.
Thank you.
I was truly impressed. You know who you remind me of? And please do not take offense to this.
Okay. I hear this all the time.
Go ahead,
that
tell
line.
me.
No, just the line. Do you know who you remind me of? Don't be offended.
Okay.
That's what I hear.
Who did they say that they remind you? Like
Cardi B.
Cardi B. Who else? Anybody else?
Foxy Brown.
Foxy Brown. Anybody else?
Huh? Oh no, not really.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm gonna say this, and please don't take offense to it. I don't think it's any offense, but I met this young diamond at the age of 17, Bella the rapper. I don't know if you're familiar with her.
Yeah. Okay.
Bella the rapper was like a little firecracker.
Okay.
So when you spit and I was watching you, that's what that reminded me of.
Oh, okay.
That was it. But it's a good thing.
Yeah.
It's a really, really good thing. So
thank you. I appreciate that.
if you guys think that is true, then call in. If not, then don't call in. We're going to give you guys 2 more minutes. If you guys don't want to call in, cool. We're going to go ahead and end the show. And meanwhile, we're going to take another little toast.
Cheers.
Cheers. Okay. Cheers, everybody. Alice, you know what? Can you go grab me another fucking green beer? Okay, everybody. You know what I like about this? Because you could put this back.
Yeah.
And lock that motherfucker right there.
That reminds me of those the candy shops that we have. There's one in Ventura on Main. Rocket Fizz.
And what does it do?
No, it's like a candy shop, and it has so many, I guess, more like authentic, old school candies, glass bottles, things like that.
Okay, I'm going to have to see that shit because I like old school shit because I'm an old fool from the old school. Okay. All right, you guys, I give you guys enough fucking time. You guys didn't want to call in. So tomorrow, do not DM me and tell me, Tone, I was trying to call in because you guys are fucking lying. Okay, let me see. All right, here we go. Go and turn this off. Log off. Here we go. Now they want to call in. Here we go. Call your name or where are you calling from?
Thank you for using.
You fucking last lame. I know who you are.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh. Twice? You guys took your time to do that twice?
Exactly. See, that's why in the very beginning, I thanked our haters.
Yeah.
With fucking,
you had to set the tone.
Exactly. So here we go. We can take these off now. Okay. And I know who that was too. I'll tell you after. Okay. So, anyways, Nina, anything you want to, same question pretty much. Anything you want to promote, anything you want to share, anything I didn't ask you, anything you want to say about your music, anything that you feel that your fans should know.
Right. Well, first I wanted to say really quick that if there are any nonprofits in Southern California or any charities, I would love to be able to align myself with you guys. I'm down for the cause. Like I would love to be able to go out and outreach and help with anything that me and my team can help with. So definitely wanted to advocate for that. And I know the holidays coming up pretty soon. It comes up quick, so just wanted to put that out there. We want to get involved with more charities and things like that. But
now, if somebody saw you tonight and was interested in booking you for a show, say a 10 or 15-minute show, how can they get a hold of you? Is it through Instagram? Is it how can they get a hold of you?
So on my Instagram, I do have my email. So that's on my bio.
Okay.
My manager's information is also in my bio. On my website, you can join. So you can join the fan club, so the mailing list, and get a hold of us there. So there's a contact
Okay, so
button in there.
one way or another, they can find you.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay. And is there any shows coming up where people can finally get to see Nina Rose perform in person?
Yeah, definitely. So we have, can't get the address, but we have, there's a showcase in Goleta on the 23rd.
Okay, Goleta, that's near Santa Barbara.
Santa Barbara,
okay.
so like 20 minutes. So that's my next show coming up.
Okay.
That's on the 23rd, 8 p.m. Goleta.
Of this month?
Of this month,
okay.
Yeah. Do we have an address for that? Okay, so I can go ahead and post it hopefully by tonight or tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And I'll keep reposting it until the show, is here. But yeah, that's my next show, and I'm always looking to be in shows. So if you have any shows coming up, any promoters out there that are listening, definitely hit me up. And I love to bring my style to your guys' show and put on a good performance for everybody.
Okay, is there anybody else performing that night with you?
Yeah. So there's gonna be a lot of local artists. Maybe I think we have 4 or 5 local artists.
Okay.
All male artists.
Okay.
So I'll be the only female artist there that night. So yeah, if you guys want to come through and make sure to show your love and support for all of our local artists in 805.
Now let me ask you this: Do you have a DJ at all, or is it just you just press play and you just go off?
Oh, this is the best thing about my life is my manager is also a very skilled DJ. So
That's dope.
He gets to be on stage with me.
So he's like, quick. Yeah.
Well, he was listening to your mixtapes.
Fuck.
Yeah.
All love, my bro. Thank you, my bro. Thank you.
Definitely. So we do a thing. We
All
definitely
good.
do a thing. Yeah.
All good. All right, everybody. You know what? First and foremost, I want to thank everybody who called in tonight. Much love, much respect to you guys. Nina, if there's anything else that you want to say, or if not, you can give your shout outs and then we'll end the show.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Well, thank you first to you, Tony. I appreciate you reaching out. I want to give a shout out to DJ Trick, my manager. Thank you so much for your love and support.
DJ Tricks. Is it Tricks or Trick?
TRIK.
Trick one. Okay, cool.
I want to give a shout out to my dad. Love you, Daddy. And to Seven. And give a shout out to St. Riley, to my mom, to my family, to all my loved ones. And if I missed your name, I apologize, but you know who you are, and much love, and thank you for your support always.
You know what's funny? I truly appreciate that you gave your dad a shout out.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to tell you why. Because most females that come here never talk about their dad. Their dad was absent.
Yeah.
And I understand that. And
right.
Sometimes I don't even know if I should say my condolences but I wish your dad was there. But when you give a shout out to your dad, my daughter, one of my daughters is in the Air Force.
Oh, okay, wow.
And there was a guy that was being he was kind of mistreating her. Mm-hmm. And my daughter asked him a question. He said, "Have you ever seen that movie Taken?" You know that movie Taken with Liam Neeson? Where they take his daughter, right? And he goes after and kills all of them, everybody. Wow. And he goes, "Yeah, I seen Taken." And she goes, "My dad is like Liam Neeson who played that role." I just wanted to let you know that. She came home.
That's on period. That's amazing.
She came home and told me that, and I was like, "Thank you, baby."
Yeah.
I think that's what I would do. I'll take care of everybody.
Absolutely.
So you know what? Much love and respect to you for shouting out your father.
I love my dad very much.
Absolutely. So let me give a shout out to Alex Cervantes Enterprise. Let me give a shout out to the Hip Hop Jedi. Let me give a shout out to Marvelous Inc. Let me give a shout out to my son B Scanless. Let me give a shout out to Forever Genesis. And everybody who comment, subscribe, everybody in the super chat, live chat. And let me give a shout out to everybody who called in, everybody who subscribed. I just want to thank everybody who watched. And first and foremost, I want to thank once again DJ Trick and also Nina Rose. Make sure you guys follow her. Make sure you guys go to her website, watch her music, order merch, support her. And Alex, go ahead. I believe you got something.
Yeah, we have a super chat from Memo Juarez. He dropped $9.99. He said, "What up, Tony?"
Memo Juarez, thank you, my bro. Thank you for blessing us tonight. Other than that, Nina Rose, thank you for blessing us. And I do want to say, like I told everybody here, when you blow up, please don't forget us small people. Come back and share your story with us.
Absolutely.
Okay?
We'll bring you the frog eye salad.
The frog, I said, ojos de rana. That's fucking crazy. All right, you guys, we're out of here. Thank you. Freaky Tales either tomorrow or Friday. We're out of here. Thank you.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
FBI, open up!
Boom.